All right, Cole, what's up?
Well, Gary, you're going to see that I have an old-timey machine here that will randomly generate us a game to play this week.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, I know.
Steampunky.
Right? Yeah, it's got gears. It's brown. There's brass. There's steam. There's punks.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the only problem is I don't have an outlet in this room.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I was watching Nick at Night dressed up as you and in your apartment recently.
So that's who was in my bed.
Yeah, it was me dressed up as you watching Nick at Night pretending to be Cole. And I watched The Addams Family.
Oh, I love that show.
I found this cool way to make electricity.
Oh, well, I was going to try it, but I'll give you the honor if you want.
Well, if you know how to do, I mean, I guess you know, you've got the box sets and stuff. I imagine you would know, and you've seen the Broadway play.
Yeah. Starting Nathan Lane.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Yeah. So I'm just going to take the plug here, and I'm going to put it. I'll lick my lips here.
Okay,
I'm going to put it in my mouth.
Okay.
And
yeah, you gotta use batteries when you're doing this stuff, man.
Oh God,
gonna get electrocuted. That's the first rule of Circuit de Bende.
God, I should have grounded myself or not grounded myself.
Yes,
I'm
or
smoking.
your mom should have grounded you and stopped you from playing Fester's Quest.
Yeah, that is what it reads out.
Yeah,
cool.
Bullshit. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. I don't care. All right.
Neat.
I am Gary Butterfield.
I'm Cole Ross.
And this is Abject Suffering, the show where we play games that you suggest, so you don't have to.
Why are you doing this to us?
Yeah, and this week we're playing Fester's Quest.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's not so bad.
Petite. Yeah.
Yeah, it is sweet. It is sweet. Petite. Treat. Magritte. Whatever the fucking song went.
Magritte. Complete.
Hot sweet.
Toot sweet. Deplete.
Yeah.
Rhymingdictionary.com.
Yep. Rhymingdictionary.adamsfamily.
Yeah.
.me. Dot roll Julia.
.m bison.
Yeah. Yeah. We're going to talk about that at the live show.
Yes,
I'm going to see what I can't do about finding some time to watch that movie because I'm pretty sure the whole thing's up on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And what the parallel for that is like Orson Welles. Like Raul Julia is a good actor.
Mm-hmm.
He's been in respectable stuff. And then his last role was Street Fighter. And then Orson Welles, amazing.
Yep.
And then in Transformers, a gigantic planet, like a fat planet that ate other planets, was his last role. So,
it was live action.
Yeah.
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 Frozen
So
peas.
that's that's one of the things that Raul Julia and Orson Welles have in common.
Hey, yeah.
Hard-hitting trivia here on Abject Suffering.
Both of them were kicked in half by Guile.
Yeah, and both of which died before their time.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'm pretty sure Orson Welles died.
Yeah,
like,
he was old
right
as
around
fuck.
his time.
Yeah.
He's a little ripe, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So we're talking about Fester's Quest, which is based on the Addams Family. Gary, this is made out of snake diarrhea. It is an insult to games.
Yeah, it's a big diarrhea dump on a game. It's like I took an ass and put it into my Nintendo emulator.
Yeah.
And ran ass.bat. And
Scree.
It's actually not as
bad.
Ass bat. It's the Upright Citizens Brigade.
Ooh.
Ass bat. Is not as bad as like it has its reputation for being.
No.
Like, did you play this game when you were little? Because I played it.
No, I did not.
Okay. Like it showed up like it was just around, and then I would pop it in the old NES.
It was just hanging.
I don't know how I got it because I never owned it, but I've definitely played it a bunch of times. I might have rented it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like and when I was young, I was like, I don't know what to do in this, but like it's fun to shoot stuff. And then now that I'm older, it's like, well, I don't know what to do about it, and it's not that fun to shoot stuff, but it's okay to shoot stuff.
Yeah.
and then that's where I landed on it.
Yeah, it's like, I probably went into this expecting too little.
Yeah. It's not like it's seriously not that bad.
Yeah.
Like it's all numbers based. Like all the problems, like give everything, 1/5 of the HP and that it has, and then make your continues not make you start at the beginning of the game. And there it's not so bad.
Yeah, like make it so you start at the last hot dog stand you used, or the last house you opened up.
Yeah.
the traditional abject suffering Monday morning quarterbacking.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, except it's like summer.
Listen,
it's like
Sunsoft. 1990, 89 Sunsoft. Yeah.
I haven't worked in games for years.
Yeah, well, I don't care. these two jabronis of the podcast are going to tell you how to make the game better.
You have to answer for this shit.
Yeah, it's a responsibility to the honor of games.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real weird. So like opening cutscene, Fester's hanging out on a rooftop.
Drinking?
Yeah, drinking. He looks like Frank Black.
Oh, yeah, he does, doesn't he?
He looks just like Frank Black in that picture. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And you can kind of play this whole thing pretending it's like a Frank Black's quest. like Charles Thompson quest. And you're just going around, learning about UFOs and stuff.
Yeah, and how to be gigantic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's actually about a dude with a big black dick.
Oh, nice.
Like I'm pretty sure that song is about a gigantic black dick.
Huh.
I don't think it's about Frank's dick. Like Charles Thompson's dick.
Well, I mean, what? Fester's kind of a Frankenstein. Maybe he took a big black guy's dick and put it on his dick.
Yeah. Yeah, if they ever create Frankenstein technology, that's the first stop.
Oh, yeah.
Is replacing that whole business.
Well, he got some of your brains. What did you get of his?
Yeah, so some of his dick.
Yeah.
It would be like Snake's hair in The Simpsons. Like you would get I was just about to say you get like a criminal's dick, but then the fact that we've already previously established that it is an African American dick, I don't want to correlate those two things.
Right.
It could be a gigantic white dude's dick, who also happened to be like a murderer.
Yeah.
And then the dick takes over your murder mind.
It could be like gangrenous. I mean, that could be why it's black.
Yeah, that's true. Your body could also reject it because you've sewed on a corpse penis. If I were going to get a second penis, like let's say I was going to sew on a corpse penis, I think that because I don't know if it'd work out, I wouldn't replace mine. I would just do a side by side.
Oh yeah,
for a while.
Yeah, well, do it like they do like plant grafts. You just put it. You just put it on there, see if it takes.
Yeah, and if it takes, great. Yeah. And then 2 dicks. And if it doesn't take, I get rid of it, and I'm like sore for a little while, and I have like a good story.
Yeah, you have a good story
about good story to tell
about that week where you had 2 dicks.
Yeah, when one of them was just telling me to kill and constantly on fire,
constantly on fire.
Like he died in a car crash.
Is it a corpse hell dick, Gary?
Yeah, hell dick.
Coming to get you.
Well, there's that guy with the 2 dicks from the Reddit. Ask Me Anything. You've seen that before, right? No,
I haven't.
It's really rare. It's like 1 in a million people have it, but sometimes you can have 2 dicks. And this guy didn't ask me anything about it on Reddit. And he's got 2 dicks.
Was it like on his elbow or something?
No, it was next to his regular one.
Was it growing out at the end of his regular one? Yeah. So it just has a head halfway down it?
He had 2 extra dicks, and both of them came out of his nipples.
Oh.
No.
I've seen animes like that.
That's what happens if you take too much steroids. Bodybuilders get those, and they just like coil them up to put under their shirts.
If they lift too hard, their intestines shoot out them.
Ugh, gross. But yeah, he had 2, and you could just do it like one after another. You could do 2 people or at the same time. To horrify, like
I don't understand like the geometry of that seems off to me, Gary. Doing 2 at the same time.
Yeah. It would just be tricky, I think.
Right.
I think you could do it. I think a lot of it would depend on body type.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Because I as a man of carriage, like my stomach would get in the way if I were to try to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't release pictures. He just released pictures of his dick, but none of his face, and just to prove like, hey, this is me. And he wrote down the date and put it on an index card and the web address and stuff like, hey, I'm not actually bullshitting.
Yeah. Oddly enough, you will only release pictures of one dick or the other.
Yeah, you never see them in the same place at the same time. One of them's like the Clark, like Cock Kent.
Yeah.
And like, this one's uncircumcised, but it looks really similar to this one that's circumcised. And you never see them in the same place at the same time.
Think about that. You could actually do like an A/B test and shut all those fuckers up about circumcision.
Yeah, that's totally true. Like, for science, like if you had two dicks, like think of what you could do.
Yeah.
Just for that purposes.
Yeah, just for discourse on the internet.
I like the idea of fooling somebody who sees my penis into thinking it's a different penis and doing like a Superman thing just with my one penis. Like, they're just never in the same place at the same time. But
is it a wandering penis?
Detachable penis.
Okay. Like King Missile has?
Yeah, it's okay. A King. I went in order to King Missile.
Well.
Yeah.
Yes, and?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember how. Frank Black.
Frank Black,
gigantic,
drinking their UFOs. Yeah, there we are.
That's how we can.
Yes.
There we go.
Whew, gotta walk it back.
Yeah, walk it on back.
Yep.
To the Fest Quest.
Yeah. It's a Fester festival here.
The on GameFAQs, check out this douchebag who wrote the Eric Vegeta Johnson.
Yeah,
who wrote,
read this.
Did you see the beginning? Welcome. I am Vegeta, guardian of destiny, and I want. And I see you want help for the Nintendo/Famicom game Fester's Quest. Well, I'm proud to say that I've owned this game for years and years.
That person, I'm gonna be very generous here. That person is 25 now.
Yeah.
This was last updated in 2003. He was probably 14, and that exists forever. First
off, let's get one thing straight. Even though I am Vegeta, I will try to write from an unbiased point of view. What does that mean? Like, I guess like it's a Dragon Ball thing.
Is he an underkin? Is he an otherkin?
He actually thinks that he is.
Yeah.
Could be.
You're aware of that, right? I'm positive you are. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We may have spoken about it before.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And then that's my if I ever get caught in my like double cock sting, I'm gonna say it's like it's an otherkin. Like my penis actually thinks it's a dragon penis or something like that.
The jig is up. You just pull the extra one in a parachute, like shoots out of your back flaps.
Call me Mint Jelly. I'm on the lamb.
I think we just wrote David Cronenberg's next film. How about this? So I love how every GameFAQs author thanks CJC.
Yeah. Yeah.
Special thanks. CJC at GameFAQs.com, www.GameFAQs.com for putting this FAQ up, as well as putting up with me.
Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
Well, think about if you were CJC and having to deal with just like literally infinite of these guys.
Uh-huh.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. I mean,
that would be, he is a hero. Like GameFAQs, like we make fun of it all the time. It's also like probably the best resource for, video games.
Yeah. It has been for fucking ever.
Yeah. Like it's great. Like I make fun of it constantly, but I'm always, I reference it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're making fun of the community and not the and not
CJ. First, let's get this out of the way. Thank you, CJC.
Yes, thank you for putting up with us, putting up with the people that you put up with, who put up with you.
Yes.
Yeah. Diagram that. Finally, I would like to thank Shinshiro Watanabe, Yoko Kano, and everyone else behind Cowboy Bebop. The majority of this FAQ, as well as rewrites and the like, were done with my DVDs of Cowboy Bebop playing in the background.
Oh, you really took us on a journey there.
Yep.
Vegeta. The end FAQ has a big list of sites that are not allowed to use his work. Like there's this blacklist here, one of which is dirtylittlehelper.net or dlh.net.
Hi, I'm here to help you.
I'm going to go to dlh.net and see if that's still up. Dirty little helper. Need help with your games.
I'm sorry I tracked on your carpet.
It's a German site. It's a German video game news site.
Nice.
Weird.
Video game and Shizen, yes.
Yeah, why does he think this German news site is going to put up his fact of Fester's Quest?
Quester Fest.
Yeah, Festering Quest.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I didn't get very, very far in this game, Gary.
I didn't either. And I think that I just missed something super obvious. Like I never got out of the sewers. And I then watched like a walkthrough, and there was just some entryway my eyes just glazed over and just didn't see. So I just spent all the time in the beginning zone.
Yeah.
When I was young, I think I got further than that, but because I remember fighting a boss.
Yeah.
I was young, but this time I did not get to it.
This also has Goonies 2 / Friday the 13th first person stuff, doesn't it?
Yeah, but there's nothing to do in them.
Yeah.
Like there's a couple power-ups you can sometimes find, but they're just to get you on the other side of houses. Like it's just, and sometimes that's where bosses are too.
Okay.
So you're going for bosses, but like it's very weird.
Yeah.
Like they're tensionless, gameplay-less segments.
Yeah. Just like, hey, look what we can do.
Yeah. You have the super robust inventory system, which is real weird. Did you end up? I figured out what vice grips do.
Yeah, after being incredibly frustrated.
Yeah,
because you get hit and it slows you down. It like paralyzes you.
Yeah, and then you use a vice grip on yourself
to squeeze your head so you can concentrate.
Yeah, I got it. Did he do that? Is that a Fester thing?
I think so. Maybe.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I don't actually remember that much about Uncle Fester.
Yeah. Christopher Lloyd was pretty good as him.
Yeah. I could stand to watch the first Addams Family movie again at some point, I think. I remember that being kind of fun.
Yeah. I watched the trailer in the lead up to this. It's at least the trailer holds up. It's worth the 2-minute investment. I really liked that when I was a kid.
I liked it when I was a kid too.
Yeah. I even liked the Addams Family, like the television show.
I remember kind of liking it, but just wanting things to happen more.
Yeah.
Like the pacing would just bother me. Like I'm like, don't just get to, the weird funny stuff. Like move quicker, show me the train set. Like and I remember even then like liking it so much more than I like the Munsters.
Yes.
Like I think the Munsters is really bad.
The Munsters is a cartoon.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really dumb. And Herman Munster is a really weird character.
Yes.
Like just like this candy-colored clown, like giggling mini, that's very weird. And also like maybe a little bit weirdly homophobic or something.
Do you think so?
Maybe. Like I always thought he was like kind of a mincing ninny.
I always read him as being incredibly childish because he would throw those tantrums where he would shake the foundation of the house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like I never read any sexuality into it.
Huh? Well, I that show's brimming.
Okay. Lily Munster is fucking hot.
Which one? What was she? She was not a monster, right?
No. Lily Munster, I believe, was the mom, the vampire.
Okay.
Yeah. No. The trick was, I think, for Marilyn Munster, that was she was human.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that was the whole point of that show. Like the Addams Family were just a creepy family.
Yeah.
The Munsters had this inherent like human element.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's bizarre that they so the Addams Family was around for a good long time. Like it was cartoons in the New Yorker from like the 1930s that was like just somehow found legs and got updated over and over again. Those cartoons are actually really good.
I've never read any of the cartoons.
I mean, like in a way that cartoons from that era can be good. Like it is some good visual gag humor and like one panel kind of things.
And they really stick it to Woodrow Wilson. In that way that they can be good.
Yeah. Yeah. But you're absolutely right. I think the one saving grace about the Munsters is Grandpa Munster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a charmer. And then he's the basis of that character from Gremlins too.
Oh yeah.
There's that vampire guy. You know what sucks? This upcoming weekend for Portland Retro Gaming Expo at the time we're recording this, the Second Run Theater is running Gremlins 2.
Oh, really?
And I would love to go see it, but I just don't think I'll have time.
Yeah, we're going to be action-packed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love Gremlins 2. Somebody suggest that. And actually, that's a good game. So that's, I mean, that doesn't stop people from suggesting good games anyway, but Gremlins 2 is a pretty good game.
Yeah. But there were some supernatural elements to the Addams Family, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. Like Let's have a fun game where I'm sure this is great for audio, where I try to figure out everything I can remember about the Addams family.
Ding, ding, ding.
Like I remember most of the principal family members. I remember the Morticia could make Gomez super horny somehow.
Yeah, by speaking French.
Oh, by speaking French, and then he would kiss up her arm. And then eventually just work his way all the way around, or like how is that?
Yeah. Just like she would fend him off. So she would say something like souffle, and he would just like get like instant boner rage and just start like nomming on her elbow flesh.
Yeah,
until she'd be like, "Oh, stop! The children, please.
Yeah, the children are here, Gomez.
Stop disrobing me, Gomez.
Senpai, stop disrobing me." Okay, so I remember that Uncle Fester lived in an attic.
Yeah,
there was Cousin It, showed up every once in a while. He's made of hair.
Yes,
there is a kid and a girl, and there's some monster in the basement, right?
Yes, that is Kitty, which is their pet lion.
Okay, and then Morticia liked plants.
Yes, Morticia did like plants.
That is everything I remember about the Addams family.
There was Morticia's
Lurch and the Thing too. I remember.
Yeah. They never really fit in. Like they were kind of off on the side. They were the Badger and combo.
Yeah. Skinny Lurch.
Oh yeah, Skinny Pete, Skinny Pete and Badger's hand.
Yeah. Yo.
Just tapping Morse code and stuff.
I'm just imagining like a terrible shirt where it's like, why not just throw all the Breaking Bad characters and cast them as Addams family people? Why not? Stupid fucking T-Fury.
T-Fury. Oh, there's a focus for your ire now.
Yeah. Well, it's just the first thing that pops in my head that does that shit.
Yeah. Also, Gomez is a terrible lawyer.
What?
Yeah, he's a lawyer. That is his avocation.
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
I don't remember any part of that.
Yeah. Also, there was
were there courtroom scenes in the Addams family?
Yeah, it only popped up every once in a while. He did it like as a pastime, and he was voted most likely to not pass the bar.
But then he did.
Yeah, he passed the bar, and he serves as a lawyer.
That's really weird.
Yeah.
I don't have any memory of him having like making money. I just hanging out in a smoking jacket next to trains.
Yep. Him and Morticia liked to fence.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was the way that they chose to pass their time. He was generally very positive, but he had a combative relationship with his mother-in-law, Grandma, who liked to brew potions.
Okay, she was like a hag.
Yeah, she was.
That's the monster stereotype she was.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And Pugsy was really naive, and Wednesday liked to torture him.
Yeah. Yeah. And Pugsy was just like a little fat kid. There was nothing supernatural or weird about him. Like he's just like, what if there was a fat kid in the middle of
obesity?
just the horrors of the early heart disease. A little Pugsley. What a terrible name for a fat kid. If you have a baby named Pugsley, like what's going to happen?
Well, he's going to turn into that maybe.
Yeah, he's not going to be like our all-star running back. I'll tell you that much.
And coming up, it's
Pugsley Addams. The rushing 10 to 12
and he's
yards.
Turned into a bat.
Yeah, somebody turned into a bat on that show. I don't know. Isn't the Genesis Addams Family game okay too?
It's more of a like a side scroller. I've never played it, but I saw the Angry Video Game Nerds about it.
Okay. Yeah. I remember thinking that was okay too. Like it was just kind of a platformer.
Yeah.
With like super deformed graphics, like kind of charming.
It was pretty bog standard. Do you think that you know how they have that weight that is like the kilogram?
Yeah.
Do you think that there's a standard bog
for the bog standard?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. It was probably like the king's private bog.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yes. From whence he harvested his mud foxes.
Yeah, or like whenever anything is miserable, like is it as miserable as a week in the king's bog?
Yeah,
and like if you displease the king, then you have to go spend a week in the bog.
Yeah, exactly, where he could hunt you for sport.
Yeah,
along with the mud foxes.
Yeah, bog sport. Yeah, it's kind of weird that these games all existed because the Addams Family, like as you mentioned, this New Yorker cartoon, show in the in the 50s, 60s, and then movie out of nowhere, and then just kind of like a pop culture thing.
Yeah.
Like video games. Like it just seems like a weird, like kids are going to be into this stuff, but they were. Like it's weird how that it kind of became like, was it a kids movie? Or was it? I haven't seen it in a really long time. Like
I think so, because I remember that Addams Family Values was more grotesque. Okay. There was more actual like just gross out humor in it, whereas like the original Addams Family is more of like a family comedy. Like it's about like, oh, Uncle Fester's back, but is he? I don't know. It's Christopher Lloyd, everybody. Like
and then he falls in love with a human woman.
Yes,
in the second one.
Yeah, it does. And it's about like, oh, we're gonna have a kid here.
She's just trying to get his money.
Yeah.
I remember that.
So just so we can wrap this up with a not an embarrassing story about Cole, but you can see where it comes from. I have a younger sister who I don't talk about a lot because younger sister, right?
because she lives in the attic and we feed her a bucket of fish heads once a week.
And that's that.
Because she was once my vanishing twin, and I had her forcibly excised.
Yep. No, yeah, a younger half sister, and when she was like 10 or 12 or whatever, I was over at my dad's house for Christmas or something, and she, just real sweet, real talkative, asked me, "So which one do you like better, Addams Family Values or Addams Family?"
That's pretty cute.
Now, mind you, this was in like 2001. No, not 2001, like 2009.
That's really cute.
I know, right? So she shares my affliction of liking media from way before she was born.
And it's even harder for her. Well, I guess she's not going all the way back to like the Nick and Knight OG Addams Family. She's going to like second wave Addams Family.
Yeah, she's going to second wave's Addams Family. So like they probably just had a DVD around because my dad likes that kind of movie, Mm-hmm. So it was just really fun. I was like, oh, I guess I like the first one better, but it's been a while. It's like, yeah, I like that one too. Like, cool.
That's very cute.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I would watch more of these kind of like lost movies if I had more time in general. Mm-hmm. Like right now, while we're talking about it, it sounds like I'd sit back and watch The Addams Family.
Yeah.
But no, I wouldn't, because I have a lot of other stuff to do that I'd rather be doing.
Yep.
And not just that, but also movies I'd like to watch. Mm-hmm. Like I don't need to rewatch The Addams Family. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
It's that fit of momentary madness where I was like, I feel like watching The Addams Family again. Of course I don't. Yeah. Life is precious.
I mean, like,
little known Addams Family Values. Jesus Christ.
I don't know. Angelica Houston was kind of a catch.
Yeah, she was a total fox. When you mentioned the fencing, I just had a flashback to like one of those like sexy fencing scenes.
Your second boner moved.
Yeah, I just knocked on the other one. It's like, hello, wake up, we're ready.
Angelica Houston gets one thumb up. Yeah, I think that in a world where we did this full time, we would be able to dedicate that. Just kind of like, in preparation for abject suffering, like let's watch some of this movie.
That'd be great.
Yeah, it's kind of like, let's not over research it because we don't want to take the spark away from it. But like, if we could be more specific in the references, as opposed to having what do we remember about this thing segments.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like every third Monday would be like Abject Suffering Day, and then we pencil in our hour and a half to record or whatever, and then we just watch some media based on it and do, because I do a little bit of research, but it's real minor.
Yeah, like it's the same well every time.
Yeah, it'd be different. Like we watched a clip of that Bebe's Kids, but can you imagine what that episode would have been like if we each watched all of the Bebe's Kids?
Gary, even in that like hypothetical perfect world, I would still feel like I was wasting my life.
Yeah, why am I positing that as a perfect world?
I know.
Can you imagine how awesome it'd be if we could just get paid to watch the Bebe's Kids?
Yep. Oh man, it's a Bebe's world.
Yeah, I'd be pretty into that actually.
I would not balk at that.
I'm not gonna turn my nose up at Bebe money.
Yeah.
Like, Ben's just the same.
Bebe money don't die, it multiplies because you invest it in an IRA.
And a Bebe IRA. Like, I just had to imagine like a awesome bank marketing thing with like a Bebe's Kids branded IRA, or like, or like, like if they had to prepare for all promotions well in advance, like they do have to for action figures. Like how like a movie like Van Helsing will come out and there's like thousands and thousands of action figures because they just assumed it'd be a hit.
Yeah.
Because they had to work on it well in advance. But if that just like permeated the rest of the world, and they're just like like invest in our Bebe's Kids CD, and it just got a big picture of Robin Harris, cartoon Robin Harris with his hands on his hips, like flipping through some money.
You see that happen with books that have get movie adaptations. Where like every copy of the book that you can find is like, oh, I'd like to buy a High Fidelity, but the only copy of High Fidelity I can find has John Cusack's face on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it happens even like it happens with shitty shitty movies too, like shittier movies.
Yeah.
Than that as well. Where like
shittier than Van Helsing,
or well, at least shittier than High Fidelity.
Okay. Yeah.
Like for years, if you want to get read Jurassic Park 3. It's like the movie adaptation or the movie covered version of it.
The novelization of the movie.
The movie of the novelization. That'd be ridiculous because there is a Jurassic Park 3 book, but Jurassic Park 3 the movie is just everything from Jurassic Park 1 that wasn't in the first movie. Yeah. That's probably good.
That's probably good because we talked about Baby's Kids and Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
We hit that pretty well.
Yeah. I don't have anything else to say about Fester's Quest. Like, I think it's okay. It's kind of ambitious and neat. There's not enough to it.
I like that everything is let's see here, persistent. Like when you die, you continue with all your shit and with how grindy it is. Oh, one major complaint, because your attacks are sinusoidal, they're useless in the sewer.
Yeah.
It'll just veer off and hit a wall.
They're useless in a lot of areas, actually. Yeah, and I was playing it with a turbo controller. Like, I feel like that's not cheating. Like, I'll just pretend like I had an NES Advantage back in the day. And that makes a huge difference. Like, if I just had to tap for literally every one of those, like, 40 or 50 hits, everything it takes to kill, I would have been furious.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, well.
Oh well, it's fine.
Stop it. Just stop complaining.
It's fine.
Came out 15 years ago. No, 25 years ago. Fuck.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
I keep losing a decade.
Do you want to do an over-under on the tool-assisted speedrun?
It's tool-assisted, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is I'm going to say like 42 minutes.
A little less than that. So it's a little bit better than that. I think it's 28. 27 or 28 minutes.
Yeah.
So not too bad.
Yeah.
It's watching the tool assisted one. He doesn't turn on the lights in the basement or in the sewer.
Oh, yeah, because he's got it memorized. Yeah. He knows how the rats move.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's that a euphemism for?
He just knows how the rats move. Doesn't have to be a euphemism.
He knows how the rats move.
Yeah. Yeah. This was suggested by Joe and Holland, who both mentioned loving the game as kids.
Yeah. I don't see anything wrong with that. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
Good job, guys. It doesn't stand up. Like, it's not like the kind of thing I'm going to play now.
Nope.
Of my own volition, but like, it's not too bad.
Right.
And the reputation it has is ridiculous. Like, it's just like, there's so many worse games.
Ridiculous and undeserved.
Yeah. Ridiculous, angry video game nerd.
Shame on you.
You're a mockery. Yeah. What are we doing next time?
Next time we are doing, I believe it's our first Atari game for the show. For any of our shows?
Yeah.
Yeah. It is Sword Quest Earthworld.
You can play this online.
Really?
Did you find you can play every Atari game online?
I had no idea. I've got that little OpenEMU thing running.
Yeah. I decided I didn't want to deal with downloading an emulator or anything. So
to deal with downloading a 4K ROM.
Yep. didn't care for that. So yes, you can play every Atari game online, which is pretty cool. But will this one be worth playing? Stay tuned to find out. If you're hearing this, we've already had the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. That's just a thing, I guess. I'm not hyping anything.
Yeah, like it was. Hopefully, it was a good time. If you came out and we met you, I hope we enjoyed meeting you. Hello.
Yeah. And you should rate and review the show on iTunes. And you should go to Amazon or Duckfeed.tv /tip jar. And
Yeah, like
and listen to Duckfeed Live.
Yeah, please do that.
That's a new show that we never really mentioned, but that is a brand new show that's a result of our Patreon campaign, and it's a good fun time.
Yeah, it is. It is live recordings that it's an audio version of Google Hangouts that we do for our backers, and we get guests and stuff. It's fun.
Yeah. So do that. Anything else?
No. Thank you everybody for listening.
Yeah, thanks everybody. Umbasa.